everybody, Kiara here, back with some more Nintendo Switch 2 welcome tour on the Nintendo Switch 2. Last time we did Area G, which was the camera. We were hooking up my camera for the first time ever, and yeah, we figured out, we discovered that it actually doesn't seem to work as well as I want it to. So we will return to that minigame in the future, so I can get the third medal. But anyways, I'm right here at Area H, the entrance to Area H at least. It's gonna lead me to another accessory, I would imagine. Alright, so let's do it. Did you get all the stamps in Area G, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera area? Yes, I did. Well, look at that, they're all here, good work. You can head on down. Go down the ladder to get to Area H. Oh, that's right, these little circles are just ladders. So I'm going inside the Joy-Con? Because I went inside the other Joy-Con before, but this time I'm going inside this Joy-Con. Okay. Joy-Con 2L, inner area. Yeah, before I went inside the other Joy-Con, but this time it's this Joy-Con. Alright then, let's see. Let's look for stamps, shall we? Let's look for stamps. Capture button. Joy-Con 2 chip back. We got the down button. Right button. Up button. Left button. There's another ladder that leads down. Okay. Minus button. Okay, I just need 2 more stamps. Just 2 more stamps. They're probably gonna be downstairs, I would imagine. Let's take this quiz. How are the Joy-Con 2 control sticks different than control sticks of the past? And what exactly were past Nintendo control sticks like? Do you think you'd be interested? Yes, I'm so good at building a mystery. Control stick insights await. Alright. Easier to use sticks. The Joy-Con 2 control sticks have changed a lot from the Joy-Con control sticks of Nintendo Switch. They're bigger and easier to place your fingers on. They can also move a little wider, and the control sticks are a little easier to press in. Multiple efforts were made to make them easier to use. Smooth control stick movements. The Joy-Con 2 control sticks have been given some attention. We wanted the controls to feel nice and comfortable. To that end, we've made sure that they move smoothly and don't feel like they're snaggling. They also snap back to the center. It'll make sense once you compare it to the control sticks of the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. How the control sticks work. At the bottom of each control stick, there's a part that touches the spot where electricity flows. So when a stick is tilted, the part that touches the spot moves depending on the degree on the tilt. When the part that's touching the spot moves, the strength of the electrical flow changes. The computer detects this to know how much the control stick is being tilted. This mechanism can detect even the slightest of movements, which allows for very precise controls. Okay. Nintendo and control sticks. For decades now, Nintendo controllers have had control sticks. The first Nintendo controller to feature a control stick was the Nintendo 64 controller from way back in 1996. And then came the Nintendo GameCube controller, which has both a control stick and a dedicated C stick. The Nunchuk for Wii has a control stick, while the Classic Controller and Classic Controller Pro, also for Wii, both have L and R sticks. The Wii U Gamepad and Wii U Pro Controller also have L and R sticks, along with the Joy-Con and Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. How many of those controllers did you recognize? We've been reshaping and improving the controllers as time goes on. Alright, it's time for a quiz. Now that you've gotten it all down, pop quiz! Okay. We are learning about control sticks this time. Number 1. In what way have the Joy-Con 2 control sticks changed compared to Nintendo Switch Joy-Con control sticks? They are bigger. What feature has been added to the Joy-Con 2 control sticks to make them easier to use? They snap back to the center. The strength of what changes when you move the Joy-Con 2 control sticks? The electrical flow. Which of the following does not include control sticks on its controller? The Super NES, right? I think it's the SNES. Because I do not remember reading that on the last board. You got a perfect score? Pretty impressive. I guess nothing about the control sticks can surprise you now. Alright, that was the first quiz. Let's keep looking for stuff. Let's see if we could find a lost item, maybe? Because I think each area has at least one, right? I mean, I haven't found more than one, so I'm just assuming each area only has one. Let's do this minigame. At least 3 medals? Check! You could go ahead and play Color the Shapes Triangle. Okay. Oh, and it looks like there's gonna be 4, because you could see the 4 laptops, or the 4 TVs, on the thing. This minigame will give you a taste of mouse controls. When using a mouse, you typically aren't required to rotate it. But in this minigame, you'll do just that. You'll be rotating the Joy-Con 2 left and right while using mouse controls. You must color in the shapes, taking care not to go outside the lines. The trick is to angle the marker in such a way that it streamlines the process. Okay, so more mouse controls. Alright, I got my mouse. I got my grip. I need to beat 9. Okay. I don't know if that's 9 seconds or what. It's just 9. Gotta beat 9. Okay, so fill in the marked area quickly. Okay. Oh, I did not beat 9. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to go slowly just because I was worried that I would fail. Alright. Go faster, go faster, go faster, go faster. Ah. So even if I get a little bit off the edge, if I get a tiny bit off the edge, then it fails. Alright. I think we have to beat probably 5 seconds for the last one. Let's try to go faster. Okay, yeah, that was too fast, and I couldn't get to the edges entirely. Oh my god. Maybe I start at the bottom. Seriously? Okay. Let me start at the bottom. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I really do have to, like, tilt it. So I'll tilt it. Oh god, no. Hold on. That was bad. It has to start and then I'll tilt it. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I think probably start at the top is better. $5.51. Yeah, I do have to be 5. Okay. 5 seems doable. As I say that. Oh, I did it. Cool. Okay. Nice. I'll take it. Alright, so there's gonna be 4 different shapes to color in, I guess. 4 different little TVs here. You're a master maestro. No, a marker maestro. You colored that in before I could blink twice. It looks like part 2 is ready. Alright, 14 medals is what I have. You've got these 14 medals? Great. You're now free to enjoy Color the Shapes 2 Star. Oh god, a star? Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Now in part 2, your goal is to fill in the star shape. You'll have to take special care around the edges of the narrow parts. Alright, let's do it. Let's try out star. Color the shapes star. I need to be 15. At least they give me more time to do it. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's tough. I'm not the best at like rotating the controller. I'm not the best at rotating the mouse. Oh hey, I beat 15 though. I'm guessing I have to beat 10 in order to get the last one. That's my guess. I'm not the best at rotating the mouse, but I'll try my best. Seriously? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to rotate. Oh my god, it keeps getting outside the line. I'm not even meaning for it to do that. Seriously? Oh my god. Can you just stop getting outside the line? Huh. Let me see. Where? Oh, give me a first aid kit. Mm. There you go. Baby, go close door now. Huh? No, no, it be marker. Baby, go close door. Alright, let's do this again. Oh, there we go. Nice! We beat the 10 seconds. Cool. I got lucky with that. Alright. This doesn't seem too hard so far. Let's see how part 3 goes. Alright. Yeah, I got lucky with that one. I thought that was honestly more than 10 seconds. You're a master of the marker. You color that in quicker than I could say color that in. Part 3 is waiting. Okay. 52 medals. You can now enjoy all the fun that is Color the Shapes 3 flowers. Okay, color flowers. You'll be coloring in some flowers. The stalks are particularly thin, so do be careful with those. I have to color the stalks of the flowers too? Okay. This is interesting. How much time do I have? 45! Wow, they really upped it. Okay, I could beat 45. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, this is strange. Okay. That was bound to happen. It's fine. Alright. Dang it. I feel like my marker is too big. At times. Feels like it's too big. Dang it! Yeah, that's gonna be tough because I need to travel along the stem. I need to travel along the stem. Oh my god, that's so hard to travel along the stem. Maybe I start on the stem? Like, let me start on the leaves and then do the stem afterward. At least they give me a lot of time to do it. But I probably have to beat 35, I would imagine. Or just 40. To, Oh, dang it! I was doing really good, but... Okay, let me start on the stem. Let me try to start on the stem. The stem is gonna be the hardest part. I have to really, like, tilt the controller a whole bunch. My bad. Oh my god! It's so hard to do the stem. Once I get the stem, though, I think it will be easy to do the rest. Gotta just tilt it along. Here's a yellow flower. Here's a pink flower. And here's a blue flower. Here's a stem or a leaf. Okay, I beat 45. I am imagining I have to beat 40. 40 or 35. Let me back out so I could just see what the last medal will be. I think it's 40. Blindingly quick. You wield the marker as if you were born to do so. I need 84 for the last one. Part 4 is ready. This is the last part. Alright, let me enter again. And it should just tell me what the last medal is. $25? I'm sorry. What? 25? Yeah, that's not possible. 25 is not happening. I could try, but it's not happening. Okay, 25 is not happening, especially since I don't have that much room to move on my desk. Yeah, 25 is not happening. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not attempting that right now. I'm not going to put all my time into that one. So I can't do the last one. We have to unlock it. Okay, well, I'm glad I got 3 medals on the first 2. That's pretty impressive. Let's go down the ladder. Alright, there's 2 quizzes over here and then a tech demo. And then there's another minigame. Alright, we found the battery. Okay, I just need 1 more stamp. I'm assuming it's up here. Here's a lost item. No, the stamp isn't up here. There it is. HG Rumble 2. Nice. That is all of the stamps. We got it. Oh, area I is connected to area B. Okay. Okay. Let me take these quizzes. Do you know how the buttons work on the Joy-Con 2 controller? How about the screws hidden inside the controllers? You know about them, right? I don't really, but okay. Here's Joy-Con 2 Insights 2. Alright. Easy to press buttons. The Joy-Con 2 controller's SL and SR buttons are much larger than the SL and SR buttons on the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controllers. As a matter of fact, the A, B, X, Y buttons are directional buttons, and directional buttons are bigger too. This makes them all easier to use. How the buttons work. Underneath the Joy-Con 2 buttons is a dome-shaped piece of metal, and beneath that, an incomplete circuit. When you press a button, the dome bends downward. The dome touches the circuit and completes it. The computer catches this and knows which button has been pressed. All told, it's a pretty simple mechanism. Hidden screws. How does a Joy-Con 2 controller stay together? It's held tight with a number of screws. There are 4 total. Can you tell where they are? Try to find them. How'd you do? 2 screws on the side attached to the main body. But on the other side, no screws are visible at first glance. The other 2 are hidden by a lid. Thanks to this, the screws and their surroundings are less likely to get dirty. It also makes the screws less noticeable and prevents them from being touched during play. Read through everything? Excellent. Alright. You can take the quiz now. Cool. Learning about buttons. Hidden screws. Who would have guessed there were hidden screws in this? Yep, I don't see them. I don't see the hidden screws. How have the SL and S buttons changed? They are bigger. Made out of metal. How many screws are there in total? 4? I think there's 4. Wait, how many outer screws? I didn't read the whole question. Oh, I still got it right though. I thought it was going to be less than 4. Alright. You wiped the floor with that quiz. Your Joy-Con 2 controller knowledge is out of this world. Alright. Let me do this tech demo. You've collected 13 medals, and that's what I'm talking about. We are open for business. Now this isn't exactly a minigame, but here you could get a hands-on look at VRR, or variable refresh rate, where when there are a bunch of characters on screen and a game starts to struggle displaying them, the screen could start to look jittery, but the role of VRR is to prevent that. Honestly, this is a pretty complex topic, but give the VRR tech demo a try and you might get a better idea about what I mean by jittery. Tabletop mode. Okay. Okay, I will come back to that. I don't want to do tabletop mode when there's still more things. Here you can learn about the Joy-Con 2 magnetic connectors and move slightly. You can learn a bit about magnetic circuits too. Sounds pretty brainy, huh? Yes, okay, here's magnetic connector insights 3. Okay, this is my third look at magnets. Moving connectors. One way the Nintendo Switch 2 console and Joy-Con 2 controllers are linked is via connectors. These connectors can't slide around much. They're designed to move only very slightly. Even if the controllers are not perfectly lined up when you attach them, the connectors will do the rest of the work. Their position should line up perfectly. A strong magnetic circuit. The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach firmly to the console. Why is this? Well, it's not because the magnets are very strong. The console and the SL and SR buttons form a strong magnetic circuit. To create this strong circuit, we stimulated lots of different combinations and positions. Out of those, we selected the magnetic circuit that resulted in the strongest possible configuration. In this case, it makes the circuit less likely to cause issues. This means it won't interfere with other magnetic parts. Detaching controllers requires little force. Release buttons are used to detach the controllers from the console. We made it so that you can detach the controllers easily, even with very little force. When you press the release button, a small rod juts out of the controller. The rod pushes against the main body of the console. You shouldn't need to press the button. Very hard to reach at this point. Using the principle of leverage, it pushes against the controller with over twice the usual force. The magnets that attach the controller to the console are strong, yes, but if they're separated by even a short distance, they become very weak. When the rod pushes against the console, the controller moves away a little bit. This makes it easy to detach. Also, the direction in which you press the release button is the same direction that you pull to detach the Joy-Con 2 controller. This detail makes it even easier to remove. Okay. It's time for a quiz. Shouldn't be a problem for you. It shouldn't. Magnetic connectors. Question number 1. The connectors used to attach Joy-Con 2 controllers to the Nintendo Switch 2 console have been designed to ease the process, but in what way? They are firmly attached. They are firmly attached. They have eyes. They definitely have eyes. They are firmly attached. Is a guess. Honestly, I don't remember reading that. What is it that makes the Joy-Con 2 SL and SR buttons attach so firmly to the console's magnets? A strong magnetic circuit. When you press the release button, how much force Does the rod that pushes against the console apply compared to the force you use to press the release button? Press the release button. About half, maybe? I honestly don't know. About half. I'll put about half. Aw, unsuccessful. Okay. Oh, I missed 2. Let's see what I missed. Moving connectors. Okay. And then the last one was going to be over twice is the answer. It has over twice the usual force. Okay. I am not good at learning about magnetic connectors. Not at all. Was this the one I missed? It was... They can move a little, I think. Yeah, right? I think so. There we go. Okay, perfect score. No mistakes? What are you, some kind of magnetic maestro? You and the magnetic connectors must have a strong connection. Alright, that was the last quiz. We did all the quizzes. Well, you certainly are a diligent one. You've read so many of our insights. I keep running into that person. Alright, let's do this one. Proof of your talent, at least 24 medals carefully gathered. Finally, it's time. Here's Match the Rumble 6 pairs. It's open for you. Like sunlight in spring, it would warm my heart if you played this game with me. HG Rumble 2 can create vast vibrations. You will be amazed. Feel it in your palms. Let the rumble feel your hands as well as your heart. Feel the vibration, remember it, and match pairs. Each image rumbles. Now a hint for you. Consider the vibrations of the images. Consider the vibrations of the images. Okay, that is my hint. I think it's going to be mouse controls. Oh, it requires 1 mouse and 1 normal. Okay, that's weird. 1 mouse, 1 normal. I gotta beat 24. So I'm assuming 20 is probably the actual goal. Okay, 1 mouse and 1 as normal. Okay, I got it. Match the vibrations. Okay. So when I click on each of them, they do rumble. This one is really strong. I think it's this one and this one. There you go. This one has like a heartbeat sound. Okay, I guessed on that one. I guessed on that one too. There we go. Oh, so it's a number of moves. I beat 24 moves. Okay. So, let me do it again. And let's try to beat 20 moves, I guess. That one hardly rumbled at all. There we go. I am not beating 20 moves. Because I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Oh god. Okay, let me just restart. I'm forgetting each of the rumbles. That one's really strong. That one's kind of strong as well. This one hardly did anything. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing 20. We'll try again. 20 is my goal. Let me try again. I do think it's 20 for the last one. Okay, hold on. Try again. Try again. I want to beat 20. Some of them are really, like, they feel the same. So it's hard to know. Oh wow, I got lucky with that one. Okay, try again. So I think this is a basketball. If we think about what it felt like, because we felt all of these things before, right? If we think that that's a basketball, because I felt it like at a rhythm. It was like bouncing around a basketball. If we think of which each one is, then it should help us, right? This one is probably the corkscrew, or whatever this thing is called. This screwdriver thing. Oh, that one just gave me like one beat. Is that a hammer? Oh, seriously? That one? Yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard to figure out. Oh, I did 24. Alright, let's just see what the last one is. 18. Okay, yeah, I need to be way better than that. I thought it was 20. That might be a motorcycle. It's pretty powerful. It's a golf club? Okay, so the golf club is the one that just gives you like one rumble. It doesn't like keep going. I know you guys can't feel the rumble, but some of these rumble like just one time and others sustain it. Okay, I'm gonna restart. They also kind of make noise. A little bit. That's a zipper. Okay, I need to remember what the zipper feels like. Okay, I'm not beating 18. Try again. God, this is hard. There's so many that it's hard to remember what they each do. Okay, that's a hammer. I know how the hammer feels. This one is, I think, the basketball. Hammer basketball. That one is the yo-yo? Is that a yo-yo? Might be a yo-yo. Oh, it's that one. Okay, cool. So hammer basketball, remember those. This one I think is the first one. I don't know what it's called. Just some sort of tool. Is this a zipper? I think that's a zipper. Basketball. That one is the yo-yo, I think. I just gotta take it slower, you know, like I'm not on a time limit, so. There it is. I got 18. Wow, okay. Yeah, just taking it slower seemed to work. Okay, that seemed to be what I had to do. Just take it slow. And all will work out. Match the rumble 6 pairs. Alright, is that the only one that's here? 100%, and with so few attempts too, you're a true master. I did not foresee your excellent memory and rumble prowess. Oh, I guess that's the only one. That's the only part of that minigame. Okay, oh yeah, we have to do this one now, and I should be done after that. Okay, you guys, let me take this out of the dock, and I will put it in tabletop mode. Give me 1 sec. Alright, you guys, it is in tabletop mode. I will go ahead and just put it on its stand, I guess, and see how we do. Let me put it on its stand in tabletop mode, and then let's talk to this guy. Now this isn't exactly a minigame, but here you could get a hands-on look at VRR. Okay, I already read all this. Let's try it out. Okay, how is this gonna look? Experience image smoothness. It requires mouse controls. Okay, mouse controls. Manually adjust the slider. Experience a fixed frame rate. Experience a variable frame rate. Experience VRR. And then a mystery. Okay. Manually adjust the slider. Okay, experience a fixed frame rate is what it did. Oh yeah, I can see that it's all laggy. Variable frame rate. Okay. Experience VRR. Now you can see more frames. Oh wow, it is super laggy. Yeah, it is super laggy. Even my cursor is laggy. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, here we go. It says experience VRR at 100 HZ or more. But when it's VRR... Oh, no, there we go. I did it. I was gonna say when it's VRR, then it gets all laggy, but nope, it did not. Okay, well, we are done here. VRR slider. So, how'd it go? If it looked even slightly smoother to you with VRR enabled, that's a win in my book. Alright guys, let me put this back into the dock, and then we will end the episode. Alright, let me take off my mouse, my grip for the mouse. Alright, and then let me just double check that we have everything. So, tech demo, done. All the stamps, found. All of the minigames, all except 2 are complete. But we need more medals to do one of them. All the tests, done. Let's head to the information center, turn in this lost item. And then next time, we'll head to Area I. I wonder what Area I is gonna bring. Alright. You guys, I hope to see you guys next time for more Welcome Tour.